Yes, the light is on.
All right, now, welcome to Nycos D&D, Fellstone Chronicles. Tonight's episode, Rynth and Repeat. We'll come into why that title in just a moment. Earlier, you probably saw poor Scott already over there face palming with that, but we'll go into the details of that in a moment. Please give your character name, class, race, and what you're trying to find here.
Xavier, 8-man rogue. No affiliation chart, I'm just had to throw that in there. Hoping to find what the Grim are hiding, because they're clearly hiding something.
I'm Matt, I play Glim, the Gnome Illusionist Wizard. I hope to find more ingredients for my infuse spell. And unfortunately, while the microphone was off, so many trade secrets are being told, but we're not going to repeat those.
Thank you very much. So, but our story so far. Start that part over again. You came to this city because
our map,
the map that you had recorded back in Quantivus Brace's lair indicated that there might be a
Fellstone depository location here.
Right. And we hadn't figured out where that was, but you got a hint. What was the hint? What was the recommendation or suggestion?
That it was
in the catacombs or in the dungeon or something. Something implying underneath the main library or something underneath it. Beneath the Hall of the Bear? Yes.
Something about
that was it.
Sleeping or...
Alright.
I think they said that we could just walk right in and do it.
Yeah. That's usually the way these adventures start. With Fellstone Chronicles has a habit of doing that. Before I even get a chance to say what's going on, the party usually says something along this line, Scott. They usually go, and so last time they told us exactly where we needed to place the egg and have agreed to send a force of defenders to protect us as we take them in. That's usually the way the sessions start. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
The pumpkin will counteract by saying, no, they have an army of killer halflings.
And this is why he's not the mastermind.
I'm not the mastermind.
Killer halflings?
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Please, no, expound, because...
Expound?
Yes, expound upon this premise that you've just made.
Who's they? The halflings have these artifacts called mortal blades.
Which halflings?
That is in the past. I remember on Rook...
I don't know anything.
Rook being killed and...
Where?
Right outside the temple.
Right outside the door? Like, just before he closed it?
I don't know anything. Didn't see anything, don't know anything.
Yes, you totally saw everything. And,
one thing he's learned is in the city of the mob, you don't tell him he's not a rat. Remember, he's not a rat. He's not. I'm not a rat, man. I'm not going to tattle on nobody. Snitches get stitches, man. I don't want to die.
You know what happened when someone...
Okay, now we're grumbling.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Somebody used a Morgul blade in the city.
Yes.
And one of you witnessed it, and without saying whom, I wasn't going to make anybody tell on anybody, but you're afraid, therefore...
Well,
I think Caesar's afraid of halfling soul stealers.
I could have sworn that our contact said that the group had mortals. The God, what were the mice called?
The three blind mice?
3 blind mice?
It was Pete.
Or you're talking about the rat's nest?
Yeah, the rat's nest said
so
that.
So when you were at the rat's nest, you were talking to Nose.
And Nose
played by Drifter. So Drifter could actually maybe answer your question if you needed to go back to the rat's nest to get a refresher on what you know or don't know.
I know nothing, I see nothing.
Well, Glenn, the point is, there could be a threat, but Xavier is...
So you're going to re-enter, though. Anyway.
So are we going to go back to the rat's nest to re-clarify this, or did we want to push through to under the library?
I say we push through because the other thing is we were already scouting out the place.
Right.
We're already here, so we might as well...
But you hadn't actually entered the facility yet. All right.
We're just about to enter when...
So in other words, this is the part of the double Dutch jump rope when you're doing this, going ready, 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 go! Right? Just how's that for a weird segue?
I can't jump that high.
Yeah, it's like, wait, we haven't. Yeah, he hasn't jumped that high in a while, and like, bless your heart, Scott. I don't think you jumped a rope anytime in the last couple of years. I don't know.
That was a low blow.
No.
Hey, I was the low blow.
No, I was sorry.
But yeah, we had started to case out the place.
Right. And what did you figure out? There was somebody who'd gone so far as to actually enter.
There was.
Which one of you went in? Somebody went in and did that.
I thought we saw someone go in, followed by. That's where I got the halfling.
Hey, there's okay. You saw. Like, he was watching the place on the outside while you were doing something else. And I'm trying to remember what it was you were doing.
You were doing your casing of something else while this was happening in front of you.
Oh no, he was finishing his dealings with the Bosch.
Yeah, I was
making the final negotiations, and you were spying in advance of the possibility of having to go into the bear.
Yes.
And then
we did our little exchange of information, meet and greet.
Right. Yes. And so you got to meet with the boss as well.
Yes, I brokered 17 deals.
Yeah.
All of them for hats.
Okay, not to give you any kind of stress or whatever, but Drifter's response to what he should remember is, uh-oh. So you guys could be in trouble if you were depending on the viewer to remember.
Hey, so long as nobody says the deal is off, I'm happy.
So I think what you were told is that the thing you were hoping to find, it was hibernating, was the word that made you think of rest. Hibernating in the lair of the bear.
So does that mean we're looking for a giant bear?
Well, you're going into a place known as the Brotherhood of the Bear, so it's possible. But you know you also know that it is a grim outpost, so therefore you might be able to get the information you're looking for about the grim. So you saw this rook who was supposed to be entering the place get jumped, mangled. Somebody saw somebody come after and collect the body. Do you remember who that was?
No.
It was someone.
It was somebody you guys had already met with before.
Dwarf?
I don't recall who it was.
I remember.
Does Drifter remember? The Game Master asks, hoping. The players are hoping.
Are you asking if the Drifter remembers?
I'm asking if Drifter
what happened in the town.
Might have remembered. Might have, for your sake, been paying attention during that moment of the adventure. I believe it had something to do with somebody in reference to your ship, it seemed like.
I remember him panicking and not wanting to be seen by... Like, they knew who we were, but they didn't want to be seen by him.
I honestly don't remember.
And I think...
My memory on that
I think it was the nose. Actually, the nose himself was the one that collected the body. That's why I think you don't remember, or are trying not to remember.
It might have actually... No? But...
Oh, no.
It was Shadows.
He doesn't remember.
It was Shadows.
But it was somebody from the. If it wasn't the nose himself, it was somebody from. It could have been.
Could it have been the barmaid we were?
No, it wasn't the barmaid.
No, it was. I think it was the dockhand that we first met. The dwarf that.
That's who it was. That's who it was.
I can't remember his name though.
That this is
The dwarf with the
Yeah.
peg leg and all of that,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, it was him.
Okay, so let me go find his name. That'll be Dwerden. Okay, I got it right here. Dwerden. That wasn't it, but we'll go with that.
Post.
I don't understand why I don't remember. I know it. Yes, I knew it yesterday. He goes, yeah, it's Dwerden. Good. He remembers. Yay, he was Dwerden. Good. Whew. So much closer that way. All right.
Hey, Nose, who was it?
And he goes, oh no, he says, I actually said, I remembered it yesterday. I was talking to somebody else and remembered it yesterday. Why can't I remember it now?
No.
It's called stage fright when you're not even on stage. We're calling out to in the audience and you're like going, no, I don't want to talk. Don't ask me. I don't remember.
For my next trick, I'm going to need a volunteer. No!
Exactly. So it was Dwerden that you saw showing up and watching over the departure of the body.
Taking the
So
body.
then you talked about it and then you've come back.
Yeah.
So at this point there is nobody covering the entrance. It's about the same time of day as yesterday, but you both had your long rest, and so you're ready to actually make this attempt. Anything that particularly needed to bring with you that you didn't have with you before, or that you want to draw attention to? Any changes to your spell list that you want to include?
Yeah, do you want to cause a big distraction?
Is that a sizes joke? You wanted me to cause a big distraction.
Oh, come now, Glenn.
Oh, here we go. It always starts with the tall ones. It's always the tall ones.
I am not that tall.
All you do is be taller than that one. When running through a small lair, you do not have to run fast. You just have to run faster than the pumpkin.
But the pumpkin can climb through.
I might be beneath you, but nothing is beneath me. Let's see.
Oh, we came up with a new word. Crustals. Crystals. Just look for the crystals. All right. So,
Well, we're working on it. Let's see here. Items. I don't know. Do you need anything?
I've got my sword and...
Do you need a new sword?
No, I barely used this one.
Do you need any
still
tools?
has an edge. He has no worry about changing it out.
Shit. Do you need any tools?
Well,
Okay.
oh, I have these.
Anyway, so you're watching outside the door. The facility's entrance is actually the lair of the Brotherhood of the Bear. Looks like basically an oversized bear sitting in repose, and the entrance is between between the two legs in the front, and it's an open, probably 40-foot wide space. And in the depths of the darkness, more than 30 feet in from here, you can't see much else because the light out here is occluding the shadows. Your dark vision will work, but only once you get into the shadows of the building itself.
Does it look like it's ease of access, like open to the public, or does it need to be...
Well, from what you saw,
need to
yeah,
do the special handshake?
you only watched it for a short period of time yesterday, and if you remember, someone went to the door and knocked on it, was allowed in without any kind of conflict, and then the rook thing happened, so you didn't get a chance to get a full day's purveyance of it. So,
Okay. Oh, let's walk up to the door.
okay.
Everything will work out. I think it'll be fine.
So Orangevale. So Orangevale.
I am gonna, as based on what happened last week,
Come on, Xavier.
I'm following, but I'm gonna. Can I do a cursory check for traps or
You can do a
perception?
You can do a perception test to see if there's anything that seems out of place.
Yeah,
No.
7. So I am.
Everything looks just fine.
Hunky-dory,
So,
even.
so when you approach the door itself is only 5 feet high, So the Pongit will have to stoop just a little, but then again,
He's got to stoop for a lot of stuff.
It's like posture on a Pongit is always kind of suspect anyway. The door itself is almost as wide as it is tall, and has a metal slider at about the 4-foot line, like a sliding window or whatever. It's currently appears to be closed, and the door is closed.
Xavier, I need upsies. Raise me up.
Picks you up so you can look into the slide. Well, it's currently, as I said, the slider's currently closed, and
Yes,
the door is
but
closed.
you still want to meet the gaze.
So you're gonna
Knock on the door 3 times.
knock. Yeah.
We'd like to come in.
This deliveries, or is this social call, or are you joining the order?
We're here to deliver.
Deliveries have to go around to the side entrance. Sorry.
Okay. To the side entrance.
Okay.
We
That
are
was
here.
easy.
We're here to deliver.
Not lie.
Zone of truth. Yes, we're here to deliver.
He says, "Oh, by the way, anybody got a potion of invisibility now?"
So, why didn't I think of that?
Don't need one.
So you go around to the side entrance, and the side entrance, it's almost disturbing. It looks like it's literally going into the gut of the bear, just big, wide open, and it's kind of an arched thing, and the doors swing upwards, so it almost looks like they've flayed open the flesh to get into the side of the animal. And there's a lot of commerce going on, a lot of people moving in and out, so it looks pretty easy to pass into.
All right, let's go.
Now, what time of day are you doing this? Early morning, late afternoon, just before closing time, or are you going to do it after hours? I'm trying to
Right after lunch.
Okay. Lots of commerce.
Don't want to do a delivery after, unless you're on a full stomach. You know?
All right. So,
God forbid we forget 11 C's.
so you walk forward, and you've got this plan to tell this story. But as you walk up to the entrance is wide open. People are passing to and fro, going inside, and the main space you're looking into is like a small warehouse. It's probably 20 feet high, 4 levels of shelving that's spanning about 8 feet between the rows, and a lot of people are just bringing stuff in and depositing it onto the different shelves. There is a person running around with the clipboard who looks like he's coordinating where stuff goes, but there is no clear security. There's no one just standing there trying to keep people out. So it looks like you could just saunter in. If you act like you know what you're doing, you should be able to get right past any of that.
This is the worst Amazon warehouse.
Yeah. There are 4 different primary entrances beyond the warehousing area into the building. The first is to the left, which leads towards the front, and is basically a swinging door that you see people passing in and out of that are pretty well in business professional clothing, like people that are going to appointments and stuff, maybe meeting with the members of the Brotherhood. The middle 2 look like they're probably service entrances, and you see a lot of people wearing the tabards of the Order of the Brotherhood, which is basically a bearskin surcoat strapped around with a large leather belt with a large capital B on the front of it. Finally, to the aft entrance, you see people passing in and out that are dressed more casually, and it looks like that may be actually members of the Brotherhood going into their own quarters. People who actually stayed.
So
I'm assuming that we need to go down.
yeah. But I mean, if it's underneath, the personal quarters might be the best, but that may also cost. I'm whispering this to you as well.
What?
Oh, I forgot. You're
Well, I'm just gonna start making my way.
He
towards
thinks
the
your
first
plan for after lunch was a great idea, by the way.
one. We're gonna go to the servants' quarters, see if there's a way down from there.
The service entrance or the
Servants, or not the servants, the quarters, the sleeping room.
We're going
I can't think of words anymore.
We're going to the orders.
Okay, got it. The quarters.
The quarters.
All right. So as you approach the quarters entrance, there's a dwarf on his way out, and he's grumbling quite a bit. He's carrying a basically a squalling dwarf child under his arm. He says, "I'm taking you back. I can't believe I brought you from the orphanage, and you're being such a brat. I'm going to take you back." The kid's, of course, screaming. He nods at you as he walks by. He says, "Jump one of them. Take their pass and go in that way."
Oh, we're just going in.
Okay. Anyway, he just nods at you.
Does he? Well, the idea.
He doesn't even pay us any mind.
So I'm just gonna follow Glenn in, but
You keep looking over your shoulder for some reason because you're watching them go by. Okay, so as you look back, he actually stops at the entrance and he puts the kid down and is holding him by the shoulders. And the kid is probably about half his size, so it would make the kid maybe 10 or 11 years old by human standards. And he's just basically giving him a stern talking to, "You shouldn't have acted like that. You're going to break things, and we can't have that here. You know, this is why you can't have nice things."
This is why we can't have nice things in the quarters.
So you're inside, and the staircase. There's a staircase that leads up, and a staircase that leads down, and a second set of doors that lead in. And there it says, "Check in office."
Does the sign block the pathway leading down?
No.
Okay, let's just go down.
we'll try it. If it ends in the wrong way, we'll come back up. So we're going straight down, assuming, because we heard that this place was beneath.
Yes.
So
as you're,
Gee, why do you keep telling me this stuff, Xavier? I already know.
he's reminding himself, "This is why we're doing this. Remember?"
I know I'm here. I understand. I know what you are saying.
So you're headed down the staircase, and the stairs here look like they're well used. Probably not as much as the ones going up. So there's a little bit of debris and dust and such, indicating that there's a little bit more disuse.
Nobody really cleans them.
The staircase goes down specifically 9 stairs, and there's a landing. The landing is covered with this abrasive material. It's almost like they intentionally put anti-skid on the stairs, but in reality, it's just the carving. The way they carved it into the ground, they didn't polish the stonework. And the stairs continue down another 9 into the darkness below.
Okay.
okay.
I assume that we need to go to the deepest part.
Okay. After you finish and get to the next landing, there's a door into the wall. As you come down, you went in straight, came back, so it would be on your left, and the door says lower level bathhouse casino.
I wouldn't be hiding in a casino. That seems like an odd place to store something like this.
But we're not here for the bathhouse or the casino, so we'll be fine. Just go in.
Well, the staircase goes down as well. So
If it keeps going down,
yeah.
just clarifying what the landing says.
Okay. All right, you're good. I thought this was the lowest point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xavier, we'll keep
Again, the stairs leading down have even more debris, even less travel. And there's a
A
little
stray
warning.
towel.
There's a towel there in the corner. There's a warning though that says employees only, members of the Brotherhood are what's the word I'm looking for?
Prohibited?
Induced. No, it is recommended that members of the club stay above this level. It's not an out.
So it's recommended that members of the club stay above.
Right.
Okay, well, we're not members of the
Yeah,
club.
we are not.
So we just keep going.
Okay. It's getting warmer as you extend down this staircase, and now in this staircase the stairs are 11 steps instead of 9 steps each. So now you're 22 steps further down into the bowels as you continue, and now you're
So we're 40 steps down.
What's that?
We're 40 steps in total now. 2 9s and 2 11s.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, but my point is that yes.
Sorry, it's just anytime I see it pop up, I'm gonna.
This is very C, and he reads very carefully. So as you're going down this set of staircase, there is a light fixture on the wall, like a torch sconce, but the torch has long ago burned out. Doesn't look like somebody's come down here in a while, but it is warmer, considerably warmer down here than it was above.
Okay.
Could we possibly? I'm gonna look in my pack and see if I can find a spare, like something to light the torch with. And
More than likely, you have a flint and tinder
yeah.
in your kit.
Now, okay, before I do that though, can the torch be removed or is it stuck into the wall?
No, it's a removable because that's how they would do it.
It's a sconce.
It's
a sconce is just a holder for the most part.
Right.
So
in this case, there is a stub of a torch there, but it's burned out long ago.
Yeah.
Here's one of mine. Just replace it.
And
Just throw it away.
yeah, I will replace the torch.
Okay. When you light it on the walls, you see in writing that you couldn't see in the darkness before, some form of like luminescent chalk or whatever on the walls. It says, "Beware the coming of Drakthar."
Okay, history check to see if it's bigger
Sure.
That is pretty high. I agree. That is. Wait, 23.
Yeah, Drakthar is a mythological creature that historically went after dwarvish children when they were misbehaving.
It's basically a dwarven Krampus.
The Krampus, boogeyman, whatever.
Whatever boogeyman you want to use. Tail.
Right. And it has this connotation of being a fanged beast. And so the image that's drawn on the wall next to where it says Drakthar lives is this hideous beast-like face with fangs.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Do you have chalk?
let me see.
I'm gonna take the burnt up torch sconce.
If you have the Rogue's Adventurers kit, you would have a piece of chalk.
So I'll take a piece of chalk and put pungent hair all over the thing face.
Gorilla.
Nice.
it's the Disney Tarzan's gorilla drawing now.
Nice. Nice. So you doctor the face to look at more ape-like, huh?
Yes. This is a weird
Beware of your boogeyman. The gorilla men will come.
One who is coming. This fits in really well. And he goes, wait, what did I just do?
No, this is actually something he would want to do.
I get it. So, while you're scrolling on the wall,
Oh crap!
I'm looking around.
Right, the light is reflecting off of the door out of this room that leads into this floor, and there's because of the light now, you can see there is a. You know that weird dissonance when heated air reaches cooler air and you get that variance? But you can actually see the heat variance.
Oh, the waves.
It's like the heat coming off of a radiator.
The refracted light and all that.
Right. Well, right along the door frame. There's a staircase that continues even further down.
So we
Went down, down, down.
Go further down.
Okay, so as you turn to go further down, you only make about 3 steps down, and you see that the staircase below you has been blocked. Now, it's not like they stopped building, but it looks like they had built more structure and then intentionally put large beams, chunks of wood, pieces of rock.
They covered it.
They tried to cover it. You can still, with the light source from above, you can see beyond that there is another landing down there, even further into the darkness. And there's a big warning sign that says, "Danger, do not enter, area condemned."
Area condemned. Rock!
Do you still want to go down?
I think so.
Is there like a large supporting slab piece, like a wood beam or something that's holding all the stuff onto it?
No, but if you started moving stuff, there's enough room on the landing that you could like pile it all back up on the landing.
Yeah, so...
I was just curious, like if you remove one piece, does it all just Jenga brick fall down and become a pathway again?
If so, it would be heavier than you could move.
Well,
like I said, it's...
Well, I have a method for in the event that something is heavier than I could move.
Oh yeah, what would that be?
Enlarge reduce. Just make it smaller.
So you want to
make its size and
you want to make the stick. You want to do that? You can attempt to do that.
Yeah, I'd like to see if there's a large supporting slab piece and just make it smaller so everything just falls.
Okay. The calamitous noise that it makes echoes for quite some period of time in the staircase as it tumbles not only down this staircase, but pieces of it fall on down the next landing below that.
Yeah.
All told, you can see that it's 13 steps down to the next descendant plateau.
So there we go.
The dust comes rising up out of it as well. And off in the distance, you can hear voices responding from that third
From below?
level. No, from the
above or from
this level, yeah. What the hell was that? You should check that out.
We just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not with her unless though Xavier is going to do a perception check to look for hiding places as we're going down.
Well, fortunately, with all the debris in the tunnel, if you move into stealth mode, you can hide behind some of the wreckage on the way down.
Yeah, so I'm
That'll slow your move.
As soon as we're below its point, I just minor illusion an image of it back to where it was.
Gotcha.
So it looks from their perspective like it's still there.
Nice.
Nice work.
Okay. So, you are now third level down. It says
So that'll give us a couple
26
minutes.
more steps. That makes it how many? 66 steps down?
We're gonna get 600 more, John.
That's what I am wondering too, but...
Anyway, you're 66 steps down. There is another landing. This time the door is closed, barred from this side with 2 bars. The bars have been bolted as well to the bar frames so that there's a huge sign above it that says, "Do not enter. This means you remain, unsafe at all times. Do not enter."
Oh darn, we can't go in there. Because this is the only sign that we've seen up to this point that actually says that we can't enter.
Oh my god!
Up until now, they've invited us all the way.
They haven't said we couldn't! Is there a pathway that leads downward more?
He goes, "I'd be exhausted after walking all those steps." Well, they're working on the weight training program. So.
Well, the good news is we're going down, which is a little easier.
Sure.
If we were going up, yeah, we'd be...
Yeah.
So yeah, is there a pathway still leading down? Or is this...
There is, but the stairs appear to be broken and in bad condition. The stairway itself is there. The handrail exists on both sides, but about 60% of each step is broken out. Half of them to the left and half of them to the right. It'll take some serious navigation to work your way down any further. It does appear the steps go down 15 steps down to yet another landing. And on that landing, you see the form of a humanoid face down, covered in dust, like somebody's been there
It's been there a
injured or dead for a really long time.
So we can't go in there. Do we want to just continue downward?
We can go in there, and I'm like, I start pulling out my thieves' tools and see if I can unlock the lock.
Well, it's
Pull out
bars.
the bars?
It's bars.
Yeah, there's no actual locks. It
It's
is clearly
just reinforced with deadbolts.
it is clearly set up to protect you from this side, so the people can't get through that door, no matter what.
So whatever's inside can't get out.
Right.
Oh, okay. So we don't want to.
Well, we still don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
For all we know, that they just have this be the convenient employee lounge or something. But it says no entry. This means you, so that's why Glim doesn't say, "Oh, let's go in there." It's, "Oh no, this means us."
He goes, of course the humanoid might have the key.
I'm gonna.
Are you in need of vertical assistance?
Yes. Can you make it easier for me to get down there, or something like that?
Certainly. I take off my shoes.
I don't see how that's gonna help, little one.
You gonna offer to let him try them on?
Well, they're gnome shoes. Do they size?
Well, if they're the boots I'm thinking are, yeah. You go, oh, these are never gonna, holy crap, they fit.
I just pull on the tongue of the shoe and it just...
Oh, slip these on.
Alrighty. They feel kind of funny because your foot shape isn't quite
you
like
just
his.
squeeze the tongues a couple times to pump some air in.
Follow Grim's like.
Okay.
I'm just gonna climb on your back. Yeah, unfortunately I only had the one pair. And just walk over.
I start. Okay. I start walking.
Dex save.
Could I give him advantage in some way? Because
You know, because the way you did it, you intentionally set him up so that he's on his own.
Okay.
Oh my god, I hate you. Oh crap, and I didn't make a name tag. Oh well, I died.
What do you mean you died?
5.
You rolled a 5? No, what happens is you step off, the shoes actually are buoyant, you don't know that, you flip upside down, dropping him, because he was on your shoulders. So he gets to make a dex save to grab some of the wreckage on the way down.
Nat 1.
Oh, he goes plummeting into the depths.
You killed Glenn!
Final screen, and I am trying to adjust the shoes and frantically get down there.
Just by saying that, you now plummet. So now you're both falling at the same speed. Make a dex save to bounce off of something off the walls to slow yourself so he can catch up with you.
Is this the...
Dex save?
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Yeah, he grabs something and he swings. He didn't stop himself. He just kind of slowed himself a bit. Now you get to make a dex check to grab him.
Now, would
This is you attempting to grapple him.
Would my climb speed affect this in any way?
Not in any way.
Or would his brachiation help at all? What with that?
After he catches you, yes.
Okay.
18.
Okay, so he literally swings down and now he's got like a football. He just grabs you under his arm. Now make a brachiation check because you as an ape have a chance to actually swing from the ruins
This
as
vine.
you're plummeting.
The so to speak vine.
What?
Athletics or acrobatics?
It'd be whichever one you prefer. You can just go with pure brute strength and grab something.
Advantage because brachiation? Or how does the brachiation work?
Yeah, brachiation gives him an advantage on the roll.
So, you are...
Are you better with dex or with strength?
You're actually...
Equal with both, I think.
Actually, you're better at acrobatics. So it'd be dexterity. Because you have a +4. So you roll twice, take the highest roll. They are both 3!
Oh man, he actually catches, but the problem is he catches enough to put you on the shelf and keeps going.
So
So
now
you might want to shout to him what the command words were for the shoes, because you never told him those.
There's command words?
Oh,
That
it's
tells
fine.
you! I didn't even know there was command words.
I don't think you've
I've never used them.
That's right.
I have never once used these things.
Yep, the words are giddy up and whoa, but if you don't know that...
So I see him fall, I just accidentally let out whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, so make a wisdom save. Wisdom check.
Do
base 6. He has no bonuses, so it's unfortunately a 6 still. Sky, can I make a request of you? Just give this little guy a try.
Did he roll another bad one?
Yes, he got a 6.
Okay.
The dice want him dead.
No, roll 4d6.
6.
8. 14. 19.
19 points of damage.
Ow!
You're impaled on something. As you fell, that turn brought you into. You were trying to get onto something on the landing, and you got too close and actually get jammed on one.
So
I know it's a little late, but could I burn a BP to have him be able to remake that check?
Well, could I burn a BP?
You can burn a BP, yes.
So I'm gonna burn a BP on that.
Right. Now you can burn a BP. Just a second. In retro, you can burn a BP to remember the command words, because when you got the boots, what's his name told you the command words for them.
Yes, but it's been so long.
That's why I'm giving
so
you
little attention.
That's why I'm letting you burn a BP to remember, because you would have remembered them.
Okay,
Because we call them airwalks, but in actuality they're cowboy boots. He bought them from Angus.
Minotaur.
From Angus a long time ago.
So I'll burn a BP. The safety words are giddy up and whoa!
Whoa!
Okay. Once you say whoa, the boots stop moving, but in this case it's after you've caromed into the wall and taken that damage.
So I'm gonna burn a BP to remake that.
The save.
Okay.
Check. That is a 13? It's a little hard to see because it's dark. 12.
Plus your dex modifier?
Plus dex. Is it a saving throw? Because if it's a save, it's high.
Okay, Drifter's got to go to bed. Make sure you catch up with us and find out what happens to these guys next time.
Save us, Drifter! Save us!
He's trying. He's cracking up over there.
So if it's a dex save, it's a 16. If it's just a dex check, it's a 14.
Okay, so either which way, you avoid the damage. Let's just make it. This split the difference. You avoid half the damage. You don't actually get pierced on it, but you still get.
So instead of 19, you take 10. So you're still at 14 health instead of 5.
And you're hovering with your boots above you.
Ha! Are you okay?
That hurt. Let's not do that again. I'm not dead, but...
Okay.
Ow.
So where you're hanging is about 60 feet from the bottom, so you can barely see the bottom below, and you see piles and piles of bones where lots of people have fallen to their deaths here.
Okay.
People who did not carry the proper footwear?
Lots of people died down there. So...
Up below where he is, there is one more final landing. So if you go back to, you climb back up. Literally, you climb back up on top of the boots. Now you make a dex save. Now you make a dex save with advantage because he gave you the command words.
Okay, that's a 18.
Yeah. So now you can operate the boots properly. They are literally airwalks. You actually walk on the air, but you have to build the skill to be able to do it. The command giddy up launches them. The word whoa stops their flight.
Okay.
Believe it or not, he's walking on air.
Right. And so when you want to go up, you literally just start walking like you're walking stairs, and it will take you up.
Okay.
And when you walk down, and if you want to moonwalk,
and you can also glide. You can just jump off of a ledge, and you will eventually glide to the ground like Featherfall.
What's the ground on this landing like? I'm barefoot, so I kind of need to know.
Well, it's rusted and decayed metal. It's bowed under like the metal itself failed under too much weight.
Okay. So, is this the landing with the body?
No, that's still above you. You've got to climb back.
We somehow passed that.
Yeah, you fell past it when you started missing all your when you started missing all those saves. You guys fell right past it.
Okay. Is there any other doorway or?
Yeah, there's, as we said, there's one more landing between you and where that was.
I meant on the one I landed on.
There isn't one on the one you let you have to climb back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, Xavier?
Now, but I'm gonna climb back up to where we were and investigate. Unless there's something down there that you see.
He says this is his favorite session so far.
Yay!
Thanks, and have a good night. Great night.
Alright. Well, I'll be a little nice.
Fellstone's gotten 2 people calling this its favorite in the long term.
It's the best one, John.
I think Olivia might have changed her mind. I think she's enjoying the other ones now as much. But
Ouch.
I don't know. She's not here right now to tell us. So we have
I need
to
to.
wait to get her opinion.
Like, I want to catch up on the other ones, but it's just kind of like...
A lot!
Yeah, it is really a lot, and... Like, I'm...
When I get around to it and get an editor, when we get these things trimmed down to, like, best of episodes, that'll be great. Because that way you can catch the information without all the...
So I actually have 3 potions of healing. I'm going to give you one.
Drink it because...
Yep, roll this twice. That's 2. That's another 2, so you heal 6. So you're at 20 now.
Good enough.
It's less buggered than bugger all, right?
Okay. And you're so warm you're sweating in your boots, too. It's pretty warm.
You're sweating in my boots.
They might be his boots, as funky as he's going to make them.
Yep.
8 toes inside your boots there.
I just look at this as an opportunity to have given them to the proper home.
Yeah.
I was just holding them until then.
I'm gonna search...
So
Like,
let's
Also notice there's a little bit of a veiled racism there because they were made by sec gens.
Oh, okay. Now you're digging for
Now I'm baiting you. But these were made
Glim
by...
doesn't see animalistic tendencies, John.
Right, but you never used them the whole time you had the boots.
I've never needed to. It's
Right.
quite literally just like 15 opportunities to use it, but the opportunities never needed it.
So, it's getting very warm.
Yes.
I'm starting to sweat.
Yes. You've climbed back up to the...
Yeah.
What would have been the... Let's see... 2 levels down, so 13, 15, 17. So 15 twice is 30, plus 17 twice is 34. So 64 steps from 66 is 1,300 steps.
If you say so.
No, I'm trying to remember. You tell me. I'm trying to do the math. No, it's 100 something. 64 and 66.
Well, it was 66.
66 and 64.
130.
130.
At the time already?
130 steps down.
Is that where we are, or
That's
where
where you
we'll be when we go to the one guy?
No, if you go back up to one guy, you'd be at
100 or something even.
96.
Wait, I thought we were at...
No, we needed to go to the guy because we
He's about-
accidentally missed him.
You shot past him. With the falling, you fell so much further before you were almost to reach terminal velocity on the way down.
Like, okay, you said it's getting warm, too, and I'm starting to sweat, but do I start to feel...
Overheated?
Yeah.
You feel very warm.
It's getting a little hot for my taste, Clem. But I do want to go up and see if that guy had a key or something, or just see what that guy had. Because he's been dead a long time. He's not going to miss his stuff.
The people down below you probably had stuff too.
I
I'm going
see.
to go all the way down.
I'll take off my veil robe. Ray of frost on it. There you go. So now it's cold.
For about 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ray of Frost does not create ice.
No, I know. It does not create ice, but it does create the sensation of cold because it has to make a sensation to be.
Right.
So I'm using it to cool you off a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
To help regulate your body temperature to a...
You even show him how to make a turban, which would be really funny on an ape that has a turban on his head.
I do. He now has an orange veil turban on his head.
Nice.
Okay, the funny thing is, turbans are actually designed to keep your head cool.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They are completely designed for it. No, John, I'm not going to actually make him a turban.
No, but he is currently orange veil, so
He's wearing it
throw it over his shoulder or something.
instead of the yellow veil you've been usually.
So,
You can just drape it across your lap.
Yeah,
or
just
something.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
and
Get a little hotter.
You feel so much cooler now.
for a little bit, and
Well, it's
That's all it was for a few minutes.
to help
Yeah.
aerate you and everything.
so
And now Glim is shirtless and bootless.
are you gonna be alright?
I hear the music in the background. Boo, 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 boo.
You hear that noise?
Wondrous Rod's music plays in the background.
But only Glim hears it.
So I'm gonna start hitting. How far above is this guy?
About 30-something feet.
34 steps.
So here.
It'll take a climbing check or two, or using the boots.
Yes, let's just use the boots.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the boots.
So what's the command word?
Giddy up!
Okay, where you guys float, walking up the stairs.
Walking up the stairs and
Yeah.
walking up the stairs.
Okay, so you get to the landing where the body is. It appears to be elven, probably young, pretty much decayed down to. The only reason why you know he's Eldrin is the cartilage that was his ears is barely holding on to the sides of his emaciated face. He's wearing leather type armor and still grasps in his hand a chunk of rope.
I check his pockets for loose coins.
He's only been mostly dead all day.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You reach through you fumble through his pockets, and his clothing will just fall apart because he's so far gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so about 12 coins will fall out on the ground from one of the pockets.
I'm
gonna inspect them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll toss you 6 of them because you said 12, so we'll both be inspecting.
So each have six coins. They're
Okay.
copper. Not really anything of significant note about them. They are. They have an image of a pony on their face, and the other thing that you'll notice is that he does have a punch knife in his right hand.
A punch knife?
Yeah, it's the kind of knife that the primary shaft comes between your fingers, and it's got a little short, stubby blade on it.
Punching.
Okay, a punch knife. I did not know that that's what they were referred to as.
It's also known as, usually it's a belt knife. It's also known as a punch knife.
Okay, when I look at
How big is the punch knife? Like, is it big enough to?
It's like an inch and a half.
Is it in good shape or is it rusted over or something?
It's got a patina on it, which means it probably is of some kind of precious or semi-precious metal. It didn't completely decay like a metal one would, like an iron one would.
Would you like?
Yes.
So now the Gorilla Man has a punching knife.
He's excited about it too.
Okay, so
Find the weak point and punch. As a rogue.
Because you're moving him around or whatever, his body continues to fall apart, and out of his mouth drops a sphere.
ooh, I'm like, can you see if that thing has any weird art?
As the sphere falls out of his mouth, his bones begin to reconstruct.
Oh, okay. One of those things.
He laughs maniacally and says, "One of those things."
This is basically just a Scooby-Doo Shaggy moment. Scooby over here watching the monster get back up. Shaggy or Fred or whoever's just, ooh, the clue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Graham, I think we're gonna have an issue. He's reconstructing. People don't do that.
What do I notice of the...
It's this perfectly round sphere. It's a black. It feels a little metallic. It's got some weight to it, so it might be granite. Really can't make out what its material is, but it's got really teeny tiny and intricate runes all over the surface.
All right,
The actual color of the material I said was dark, but it's actually a gray.
Okay. Well, nothing I can do with this right now, so I'll just stash it in a pocket and turn around.
As you stash it in the pocket, you see the young Eldrin form almost completely recomposed.
Yeah.
But it's not moving or breathing. It's just still laying there.
It just
when it finishes its full recomposition, you see it's got a blow to the head. Is what took it down, which did not consistent with its fall, because its fall looks like it more than likely broke its neck during the fall, but the blow to the head apparently existed.
Hey, do you think your new toy might fit in that wound?
I try and put the punching knife up against the wound.
No, he was hit with a bludgeon. He was hit with something really hard. He was actually the punch knife was in his hand, so he was actually wielding the punch knife when he got felled by whatever knocked him down.
Just want to make sure.
Right.
Don't want the off chance of this is what killed him. Let's just put it in his hand and dump him down a hole.
Right.
All right.
Also, the rope on his hand or near his hand actually was tied around his wrist.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually holding the rope. The rope was actually binding his right arm.
Him.
But his arm is such that it looks like he may have been holding on to somebody down the pit.
Oh! That's a little disconcerting, but
he's still dead.
Yes.
He's not rising up as a...
No.
He's not rising up back on the streets. Oh, no, that was just me. Tapping finger thinking.
Gotcha. Tapping finger thinking. Thinking finger tapping. Tapper finger.
Well, I see no key, so let's continue down.
I do one last check just to see if, now that he's reconstituted, if there's anything of note. A tattoo, a stray mark, a scar.
Okay. As you look at him and look at him more closely, he does have several earrings and an ear cuff, which is kind of rare. But if you're not familiar, it's a piece of jewelry that you wear on this part of your ear.
It's like just a cuff.
Right.
That goes on your ear.
Holds onto his ear.
Sometimes
but the ear cuff is attached to a small key. And it's not the kind of key that would open a door. It's much smaller.
It seems more decorative than practical.
Yes.
I am going to...
Oh, also, he does have a tattoo on the back of his neck.
Ooh, what's the tattoo of? Wonderful.
Anglican. Really bad Monty Python joke. Where is he from? What do you mean? What's his diocese? How should I know? It's tattooed on the back of his neck. No, on the back of his neck it says Dogs of War, Charlie Fox Brigade, Chantran Division.
I'll move the collar down a little bit just to see if there's the rest of his life story.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Alright, I'm going to remove all articles of identifiers such as the cufflink key and the cuff key and everything. And
okay.
I'm going to put them in a little pouch together because if we go up and find...
somebody else you want to be able to...
Well, someone we can return at least this to signify, hey, we...
Found your son.
He's received a proper burial. Oh, an unmarked grave in a hole.
Kick. Kick as you kick his body off this ledge down into the hole.
He's still...
That way he's technically buried. Further down, you put him under.
He's already 6 feet under.
At least.
Way, probably more than that, but...
I said at least. So yes, that's what I do.
Okay. So you collect what you can from his body. Do you want to take a note of what it says in the back of his neck?
I would do that as... seeing it as a...
And since Matt's the one with the pen and the pencil, he's...
Alright, what's it say?
Dogs of War, Charlie Fox Brigade, Chantran Division.
He must be part of Chantrual. Alright, we got all that information now.
Alright. So, we're going to continue all the way to the bottom then, because there was no further landing.
Yep, let's continue downward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down.
By the time you get to the bottom, the temperature is downright oppressive. You are suffering from exhaustion level 1 just from the heat you guys are under. The bodies here are very well decomposed, most of them in a
semi-cooked state.
Yeah, I would say it's similar to the dehydration process of mummification, only a little too warm. So the meat's kind of cooked off the bones.
Tender.
Yes. So there's a lot of ash around the bones that are left as well. And there is a side exit, but in this case the side exit not only has the doors barred like above, but these also look like they've driven bolts into the walls with big metal angle irons to make sure this door cannot be opened from this side. I mean, it won't be open from the other side at all, but it's going to take a long time to. Yes, and the sign here says, "Opening would mean death. Stay out. Do not open."
So, and this is the bottom.
This is the bottom.
We've hit rock bottom.
I literally gave you the shaft.
Ha.
Okay.
Does it appear that the heat is coming from beyond this door?
There is definitely additional heat coming from beyond the door. So yes, it's the entrances into this shaft that are causing the heat problems. Also the depth. You are somewhere close to 1,000 feet down in this case.
Alright, so...
but we have exhaustion, so that's going to give us
disadvantage on skill checks.
Right, so you're going to try to open the door. It's going to even be more difficult because the skill necessary to open is going to be hindered.
So, Xavier is now very, very uncomfortable, and it's like...
I'm going to try something.
Okay.
See as how I combated for all of 3 seconds. I'm just going to rapid succession, Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost and cantrip, right?
Yes.
Once per minute for 6 seconds. Each minute. So you can cool. You won't cool much off. You can cool the air for literally. You can make it like one minute of solid breathing, or
a few seconds.
Seconds solid, comfortable breathing every minute.
Yeah.
So that's literally, and then hold your breath for 60 seconds before the next oppressive breath. That will at least reduce that'll at least mitigate the exhaustion factor.
Well, I'm curious if I were to basically do it on the door, which is the source of the heat, would it actually start receding some of the heat exhaustion? Okay.
You couldn't put out enough rays of cold to make it work.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look around and be.
Now you can, if you want to, start digging around in the bones. You might find stuff down in the bones and decayed stuff here.
Xavier will start.
But the longer you stay down here, the more fatigue you'll be suffering from.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you even want to dig around, or do you just want to go back up?
Well, first, let's try and do a little digging, but let's just do a couple things smart first. Ray of Frost over the bodies, it's just going to disperse, but if there's any metal, it's at least not going to cauterize and burn us when we grab it.
True. The temperatures aren't that hot. Think of it this way: if you were inside of a sauna, the metal in the sauna doesn't get any hotter than the heated air in the sauna. So it would feel warm to the touch, but it would not burn you.
Yes. Okay, that was I was thinking it was much, much hotter. Because if it's hot enough to cook flesh, then I figure it must be at least the...
All
it has to be... Actually, this is a nice little disturbing fact. It only has to be 112 degrees to cook meat.
True. It's slow cook.
Yeah,
but
that's
true.
what this has been. So, and 112 degrees is not burning hot to flesh.
Well,
if you're touching
it was also because you also said ash. That was another concern.
Yeah, but if you...
So I was thinking it was just hotter than it was.
Right.
But anyways, Ray of Frost, and then to expedite, I'm going to cast Haste on you.
Okay.
So congratulations, you are moving at twice your speed.
But your checks will still be a disadvantage. Matter of fact, your breathing will be twice as fast as well, so you'll reach fatigue faster. So act fast.
Just gonna...
Okay, hang on a second. Let me get my table out here.
Hey, I'm trying here.
Like what they said yesterday when they pulled out the book. Oh, things are going to go bad now. If John pulls out a book, we're really in trouble. He never goes for the books. If he's going for the books, something bad's going to happen.
Oh, there's always one thing I can try. Let's just see how this is going to... Now, Matt's got to pull out a book.
Okay, percentage dice.
Okay, just roll.
Yeah.
60.
60. Okay. Roll 1d6.
I got that.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Yeah.
All right. 5.
Okay, whoever reached in there, this is hysterical.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
5 electrum pieces.
What are those?
Ancient coins never used anymore.
So are they worth 50 silver?
Who knows?
Each?
Who knows? You'll have to try to sell them.
Well,
More importantly, the image on the coins show a king on one side and a beetle on the back.
A beetle?
Beetle. 6-legged scarab-looking thing.
Okay.
Okay, that's...
Helpful.
Also marked with a 3-eye.
Okay.
It's funny. Now I'm going to be looking for that everywhere. And that was the one thing you didn't say about the copper coin, so it was curious. But
Oh, the one in the jar?
No, the 12 that we got off the elf.
Ah.
Okay, so we're just...
So now you're going to pull out the ones you got off the elf and look at them again?
We'll do that when we're...
when we're not in...
When you're not in this fatigue situation?
Yes.
Okay. That was the first check. He gets 2 checks, so roll again.
53.
53. Okay. Another D6.
5.
Again.
5 more coins. Same markings.
What kind?
Electrum.
Oh, electrum pieces.
Exactly the same coins.
Okay. Wasn't sure. Yes, rifling through the bodies. Rifling.
Okay, you get one check. That was him checking twice.
23.
23. D4.
3.
3 silver pieces. Similar markings, face of a woman.
Okay. Searching. Just gotta keep searching.
Okay, that's your first round of search. First full round of search. You are now you're now beginning to lead yourself into exhaustion level 2. You, my friend, make a Constitution save.
God. I pass out.
No, you just hit level 3.
Okay,
Because you're going faster, so you're breathing faster and working harder. You got twice as many checks in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
So you can check again, but realize the failure would mean you'd be up to level 5, and he would have to basically carry you out.
Glenn, we need to go now. I can't take the heat.
Alright, let's go up a bit where it's less heat and
Go back up to where the boy is, where the body was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Get back up there. It's more bearable here. You can cool down. Ish. Because you've already attained level 1, you'll only get back to level 1. You won't be able to get any more free from the exhaustion unless you go even higher.
Yes.
But at least you're back to a landing where you can get to the door that's less barred. The one that still says absolutely do not enter.
Well, we know where the source of the heat was.
Well, so both the doors, even the door here generates heat.
But,
Not as much.
yeah. So how do you want to get that? I know you don't want to go through this door, but it seems like that is the only other option because I am not going back down there. Sorry.
I'm just trying to think through this. Let's see, we got nice little fires and all this other stuff. I'm such a wonderfully high level. Okay. That will do anything. So you want to try go to the one that says do not enter, that means you?
Yeah.
So you got to pull the pins and then lift the bars and then go through. Strength check to pull the pins.
Alright.
You're still hasted, so...
That gives me advantage.
Yep. Actually, it gives you advantage, but you lose advantage because you're still under fatigue level 1.
Oh, right.
So only 1 die roll. It doesn't matter. This time you can. I'll give you advantage on the first
13.
one. 13. You're able to pull one of the pins out. Sure. Struggle. Pull it out. Ting. As you pull it out, you hear a sigh.
Just keep going.
Something sighed. I don't know what
The beam itself sighed.
Wow, okay.
Just keep pulling.
So, gonna do a second on another pin.
Okay.
That's gonna be an 8.
Yeah. Probably not this time.
8 will not do it. Nope. But you get 2 attempts per round. You just don't get advantage. Remember?
That's a base 19. So 21.
21.
15. I thought that was a 19. That was a 13. A little hard to read the darker one.
Yeah.
Here, you want to use the nice friendly dice?
Yeah, because my dice are not working.
There we
Biggie
go.
dice.
Biggie, very easy to ready. 12.
As you pull the second pin, the bar, rather than having to be lifted, slides into the wall. 1 bar left. 2 more pins.
Nat 1.
That
Just
one
doesn't move.
It does not move at all.
18.
So you pull out the other one easy enough. Then you can shake the bar, try to get underneath it.
Since that one's hitting classical, but let's roll it on the book from now on. That'll help us out a little bit. Well, did that one open it, or?
No, only the first pin. You gotta pull the second pin.
Okay. 5.
No, it's gonna be stuck. You might have to do something to it to make it be able to be removed. Oh, he already used it. Can't use it more than once per day, can you?
What?
Reduce.
No, I can. As long as I have spell slots. And I still have spell slots.
So he has slots and slots he can do, in other words, is what he's saying.
Yes, pretty much.
I can't give it that one, boss.
Do you have some
physically
sort of
try.
roguish tools?
I do have thieves' tools, but
That means you have a crowbar.
Well,
Yeah.
no, the crowbar's in the burglar's pack. That's what I was asking about. Because thieves' tools are everything you need for the
Picking
minor
locks.
lock picking and the mirrors and all that stuff. But I thought you had a burglar's pack.
Yeah, I think he
So you would have a crowbar, so...
So go ahead and give it a try.
Yeah. Let's use a crowbar. It lets you use dexterity instead of strength, so you would be a 9 instead of a 7 there.
It still doesn't. You're just having a heck of a time. Maybe Glenn will have to try with his own little bare hands.
I'll try the crowbar. Nat 20.
He goes, what? Just watch this. Woof.
Sure.
I imagine you've been trying to go from above and it's just not going. I tried from below and that's what did it. Clockwise, counterclockwise idea. Hey, you got the rest of them all on your own. I think that's more impressive.
Second slash.
Same as the fast.
So I watched the new Hellboy.
It didn't look very good to me.
It wasn't. Oh crap.
So at first you heard just a couple of thumps and you think about it, but you start to realize something's coming down the hallway towards that door.
I get out of the way.
I am trying to hide.
Okay. Attempt to hide. Go ahead and make your hide check.
Okay, that's not bad. He's got a 21.
Okay. You vanish behind some of the debris. You're off to the side of the door?
I lay down next to the elf.
Nice. Okay. So, there's a sniffing sound from the other side of the door. Like something's trying to smell. Let's see what we have for other sounds here real quick.
Natural.
I
say to the elf. I say
To
act
the elf,
natural.
act natural to the elf.
To the dead elf.
So I am going to try to. Well, I want to see what comes out first to see if I even want to do that before I do it.
Whatever it is stomps away after a while. Doesn't even try the door. Of course, if it's been sealed for time and all eternity, you wouldn't think that it would automatically be available to be opened. They just came in and sniffed at the door and then wandered away. After a while, the sound stops again.
So we know there's something in there, but
Mage hand.
Okay. Create mage hand.
Yep. Can it open the door?
How is it going to open the door?
Is the
You
door...
don't see a doorknob. You just saw the bars. The bars have slid into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Could be that you don't see any hinges, so it could be a push. It could be a lift.
I'll have it push. See if that does it.
It's not strong enough. It does. The only push is 10 pounds, so it won't be able to
Okay.
budge the door.
I was not certain. That's how we figure these things out.
Yep.
I'm gonna gently walk up and try to push myself.
Okay.
Maybe we should use the crowbar.
He's having a time. What do you roll again?
5 base.
Yeah. You put your shoulder against it, and it doesn't even budge.
Okay, I'm gonna back up and try it with the crowbar. Wait,
So, in what way are you going to use the crowbar on the door?
Well, is this a set of double doors or a single door?
It looks like one single door,
One single door. Okay.
but you can't tell. The bars, the way the bars were holding the door because of the pins, may not actually be does not necessarily mean that it opens on the swinging mechanism. It might go on a lift.
so can I try and
Lift it up.
get my hands underneath and possibly?
You sure can try.
Excuse me.
And I let out a.
Primal yell.
Primal roar.
Base 6.
So 8.
If it's a strength, yes, it's 8.
Yeah, doesn't even move.
Ask Glim the crowbar. I'm gonna try and get it under to pry it up so he gets some finger room. 7 with that one.
Yep. No, you're having a deck of time. You almost seem to maybe straighten the crowbar by a fraction of an inch there.
Alright, I'm tired of this. Reduce on the door.
Okay, roll a d6.
4.
And roll dex saves for both of you.
19 for me. Oh, very nice. He's got a 22.
Okay, so you shrink the door. The door is
I
now
make
in
them
a small
size.
space, and it falls forward towards you. When it does, there's a blast of heated air, and the wall on the other side at that instance is glowing somewhat reddish, and there are all kinds of runes on the far wall. Do either of you read Infernal?
No. Gnomish, Elvish, and Primordial.
Actually, I'm gonna say since I have not taken my
Nice! Write it on a sheet.
Infernal?
internal, why not?
Why not?
It's funny because he still has one more. after
That's
that.
what yeah.
Wait, I thought I only got 2 from this thing.
You got one for being common, one from your race, and then Sage gives you 2. So you still have one more after that.
I took Draconic, that's one of them.
Right,
Oh,
you
did
wanted to be able to
you?
talk
Okay.
to. You want to be able to talk to.
Alright, I never.
Actually, well,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just need to be on the character sheet.
Yep. There you go.
There you go.
Infernal.
Infernal. And so the language on the far side says, "Bafflement, Prince of Nycos, banished 1,000 years."
Oh, we're letting him out on good behavior.
history check to know. I have a +5, I think.
16.
16.
Baphomet is a name given to the beast god.
He will deliver Tongue Eater to us.
Or you just fulfilled the prophecy.
Well, he's not a baboon as far as we know.
Did we just bring...
He changed the form on the artwork up above.
Into a monkey.
Right, from whatever beast it was.
So...
Choose the form!
Oh god, I just released... Okay.
Let's go.
Anyway, you hear the thumping sound coming again.
Back to my possum phase.
Hiding, but kind of like...
You want to hide?
You're hiding or not hiding? That's
Hiding.
11.
okay. You literally try to go back to your old hiding spot. Whatever was there falls out of the way, so that as it comes around the corner, this thing is
Hulking.
yeah. Well, first of all, the space in here is big enough to accommodate this larger beast-like thing. It still has manacles on its wrists, and it has these huge horns that come out the forward of its head, which doesn't make him look anything like an ape, so you're not worried about that part. But
He's very Tarmakian-esque.
no, the facial features are... It's a combination with a lot of different kind of bestial forms. It has the long beard like a goat. It has kind of a smushed face like an ape, but it also has the big rounded nose almost like a bull. It has a metal ring in its nose as well. And you can see this piece of chain where the chain off the nose was at one time hooked to something else. And it tries to make it through the archway, and it hits like a field. Just roars with rage, pounds on the space, speaks
Infernal.
several lines of infernal, basically pledging the power of the realms to whoever will release him from his imprisonment. That he will be that he will convey to them the power to be his spokesman and represent him in the coming days.
Oh, John, you and your bait.
I'm talking to a yellow veil, change for change's sake.
An orange veil.
Wrapped in orange, an orange veil who doesn't care as much.
I managed to get the yellow veil to wear an orange veil turban.
It's true.
I think I'm the more successful one.
Xavier will calmly, like approach the field, give a low bow to this thing. and an infernal thing say, what force is preventing you from
What forces prevents you from leaving, my master?
my lord? What force is blocking your path, my lord?
Oh, God.
It grins down at you, kind of tilts its head, and says, do you find my form acceptable, or am I too terrifying for our people?
I think our people may find you, at the best word I can describe.
You should be terrified because you've heard Infernal before.
Oh, I just assumed Glim fell asleep.
Nice.
It's nice and warm down here.
I think our people may find you a little bit puzzling because you don't seem to be it. I mean, I get it. You want to represent all the sect-gen races.
What is this sect-gen of which you speak?
I will cock my head and calmly explain that the sect-gen are, from what I know,
They're wide and many.
a wide variety of animal and human hybrids.
So our people have already begun the ascension?
Once again, cock my head. I thought you would know that, my lord, as you are the one who is coming.
He kind of chuckles and says, funny you should mention that. All you need to do is remove this last barrier and I will have come.
I'm gonna calmly step away and just kind of walk over to Glenn, shake him awake.
Good morning.
And say, there is a very large and this is not
Pound on the field.
that thing wants out.
Just a moment.
What type of magic is keeping it blocked? Because I still don't know whether he sounds like Terminator, but
Fine, I'll go check it out.
I'm not sure. Be careful. I'm trying to decide whether
They
I
grow
want...
you big.
Thank you, little one. How may I serve your people? For you simply need to remove this barrier, and I will grant to you the power to be my spokesperson. Since my friend without it seems to have lost his tongue.
I am gonna
Make a wisdom save.
Are there benefits?
13. Did I actually lose my tongue?
You feel your tongue go numb for a second. He comes back, but you made the save. But he was attempting to withdraw your tongue.
As soon as okay, could I make some sort of...
Are there any benefits for being the spokesperson?
Absolutely. You represent the greatest power in all the universe. You become a herald before the greatest being the planet has ever known.
Okay,
Is that paid hourly or salary?
I am a worker Rynth. Cover Glenn's mouth.
Okay.
You don't want him. And I'm gonna kind of throw him over my shoulder. You don't want him. He would make a bad spokesman. He's very clueless.
So,
I love how you went to get me, and then you immediately say no.
No.
Hey, I need you to go do it. Oh, wait, hold on.
No, I just wanted
All he wanted you to do was detect magic so he knows what school of magic the field is. But you just said, okay, I'll take care of it, and you walked over.
No. I said, I'll look into it, and then I asked one question.
I know.
And that one question apparently is enough red flags.
This is Glim's legacy is to have this happen to him because
Every single time.
every single group does it.
And
Nobody lets Glim actually
Nobody lets
learn.
him actually do anything, right?
No one lets him learn. Because every time he's about to actually learn something, someone stops him, and then they learn everything. So Glim's always just the...
In other words, right now, Glim is kind of glum.
Infernal, cute prick. I see why they've been calling you Tongue Eater.
Tongue Eater. That has a nice ring to it. Maybe I'll use that this time around.
Does he flick his nose ring when he says that?
Okay, I'm going to do... Can I do women? Actually, I do have a little bit of Arcana, so I'm going to do an Arcana check to try and guess what type of field.
Okay, well, you'll know when you roll.
Not one.
You think it might be a charm spell of some sort?
A charm barrier?
No.
When he finds his true
You
love,
say
he'll
that.
get out.
You say a charm barrier? And he goes, no. Abjuration. Forbiddance. What kind of spell do you expect to stop a greater demon like myself? A greater devil than myself?
Who entrapped you?
It's really not of any concern. A document long ago written and more than likely destroyed. I've not seen evidence of it in the current times. Those that currently serve me await my return. So if you simply remove the forbiddance, I shall choose you as my spokesperson, and we shall bring about the elevation and justification of our people.
And the...
Could I trade heraldism for protection? Of a people?
Now I let him talk, because here's the trick. He's the one that can probably... Oh, crap.
How are you
You're
going
like, wait a minute, we need to talk. So you pull each other aside. You don't want to have this conversation in front of him.
He said greater devil. Do you really want to release that on the world, even if it is... crap.
Okay.
They say the devil's in the details.
More importantly, this one says he's been here the whole time. It's not like he's in another place trying to get here. It's not a gate.
They essentially
He's been imprisoned here.
So our options are: we basically just say, unfortunately, we're not going to release him. Then some evil cult comes in eventually in like 300 years, and then he just goes crazy. Or we see if we can bend it to where he is released under restrictions.
Okay.
Which means you require somebody very lawful in the group, and neither of you fit that description. Because you're not.
I'm not.
You're not. You're whatever happens. It's whatever the rules are is fine. Mr. Chaos over there, he could write a set of rules, but he's not going to adhere to them. He couldn't, because as soon as he wrote them, he'd want to break them.
You're not lying. But anyway.
Well, is he a devil or a demon?
He's a devil.
He is a devil.
Okay.
The writing is infernal. It's not abyssal.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I'm just trying to remember which one was the... Because I swear to God, every time I read it, it seems to flip-flop.
Okay. Baphomet is the opposer to Yinagu.
Inagu.
Yeah, Yinagu is the chaos demon.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just trying to see which... Because I'm trying to remember demons or devils, which ones are the law-abiders.
The devils.
The devils.
Oh,
okay, so
devils are...
And this is a devil or a demon?
Definitely a devil.
Okay, so...
You
the
can
outside
bind him.
Yes, we can bind him through a contract.
But neither of you are in a position to do that.
No. But that's why it's could I trade heraldism for protection of a thing or of a place?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Instead of being his spokesperson, instead just release for safety. Or could I... It's the playing of what can I do instead. This doesn't really fit me. Can I instead get something else? The little details of the deal.
No. Suppose I could grant you one wish.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. Always fun for Orange
I mean, if you release me, it's worth granting you one wish. I'll run that risk.
So, forbiddance.
Great, but this should have triggered something in you. your knowledge of the legend or the myth of Tongue Eater didn't specify, but Musk would know what Tongue Eater is compared to what this guy is.
God, you're making me okay. The Tongue Eater,
Sir, there is an option.
Out of character, the Tongue Eater we met was a baboon.
We never met a Tongue Eater in this game.
No.
Was this a different
Musk
campaign?
did. Musk
Yeah,
did on
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm not-
Musk faced a Tongue Eater that was in transition from Beast Man to Demon. Daemon. He was actually becoming Demon. Then somebody went back into the third iteration, made some changes, and then all of a sudden Tongue Eater isn't around, but he might someday be. He is the one who is coming.
So this could be. Oh, okay. That iteration change made him possibly a devil.
Did it?
Or this is someone pretending. Look.
Well, this person just flat out told you. You came up with the name. He likes it.
This is basically the big bad didn't have a name and you said, oh, this is your name? Oh, actually, yeah, that works perfectly good. So you're making the self-fulfilling prophecy circle.
Yes, and I'm trying to find a way to finagle my way out of this.
Well, the easiest way is to, like he said, just say, okay, I'm Yellow Veil, he's Orange Veil, I don't want to change you, that's my decision for the day, and he's okay with that. And you just leave this thing down there for the cult to release.
And then 100 years later, the cult comes and does it, and then he goes, I remember these two idiots, let's go after them.
Or, I really like the name Tongue Eater, and I think I should go
And
back and find him to be my spokesperson, as I promised.
He's my PR manager.
Exactly, I was hunting him down to make him serve me.
So our best, personally, I think our best bet is to bend him to our agenda, if anything.
But how can we do that? Because I like where you're going.
Okay, well, think about people in town that would know laws, that would know rules, and played to the rules to the nth degree.
I don't think we want the mobsters making up rules for a demon.
Why not? At least they'll be ironclad, and they'll be able to back it with their firepower, and you know they can put down a dragon in no time.
Yes, but what do we know about? Dragons are pretty bad, but I mean, you don't like. I personally want to release it to see what would happen, but
the chaos is
The
speaking.
Yellow Veil speaks.
But I mean,
Okay, but also remember...
You get a wish
in
out of
meta-
the deal.
Well, yeah, we get a wish out of the deal.
but
A wish each?
no, he said.
Oh, that's you're now trying to drive a hard bargain. If you release me and make sure that, let's see, if you release me and serve me, yes.
How do you wish us to serve you?
Well, I said
Hopefully not for dinner or anything like that.
No, spokesman is first choice for one of you, and jester for the other.
He thinks you're a good jester. Typical Glim.
Yeah.
Can we take a few moments
Sure.
to discuss amongst ourselves? That way we know...
Sure, I'm not going anywhere.
Obviously.
You're not?
Not until you open this gate.
Ah, I see.
After you release the prison, yeah.
But okay. He's there.
Wait. Glim has spent many a time dealing with contracts.
Yeah.
Reading them, understanding them, falling for them. Let's not remember that last part. Maybe we can get him to sign a contract of ours.
Gotta pen or a paper that won't, get burst into flame down here?
Hey, flame paper is the best kind.
It's not hot enough. Fahrenheit 451 is required to burn paper.
Yes. So, do we want to construct a contract for him that of rules that, upon his release, he at least has to abide so long as the contract is in motion? So as long as we're keeping up our end of the deal, he has to keep up his?
I suppose so.
Realize that you're talking about releasing a devil on them.
Yes, it's a devil.
The devil's in the details, though.
But, look, Xavier is starting to look around. Is there any other passageway?
Oh yeah, you got the staircase going back up. There's another landing up above.
I'm gonna pull out the Fellstone and just see if it's glowing or anything weird.
The Fellstone indicator or the Fellstone?
Fellstone, the one I have.
Yeah, it's not particularly. You're not pulling it out in his presence, right? You're not letting the daemon see it.
No, we shouldn't do that.
Again, it's the combination of Orange Veil kind of not really knowing any better anyways.
Okay, if he's gonna start pulling up...
No, I'm just seeing if it starts
Yeah.
glowing or anything before... Because if it starts doing some pulsating thing, I'm gonna just be going, oh, hey, probably find the place.
Well, there's no change in its condition right here.
Okay.
So,
Sounds fine.
at this point, I'm gonna say let's go back up and just see if that thing has any other change anywhere else. Because I mean, it sounds like a fun idea, but I still don't trust this guy, honestly.
So the question is, do we want to release it or not?
Not right now.
It's...
It's now or never.
Okay, in meta.
If
Again,
you go away from here, you're not probably going to get another chance.
we're not going to be getting another chance to come back here. And, again, there's always the strongest chance of something releases him.
So
So the question is, do you want to be the one to pull that trigger and release him and get...
Something for it?
Basically get a reward for the effort, and at least we might be able to be the ones to rein him in? Or do we want to just let a cultist do it, he gets a herald, and then he's unrestrained?
no, let's try and get him under our control. But now the terms of the contract are the thing, and I'm out of character, not good with that stuff. But
Well, this is why the best thing to do is have the Tink Gnome do it. Because part of the contract could just be ridiculous stipulations.
okay,
So we can work on this.
so we are going to release him.
Well, we're first going to make sure he signs this contract before we release him. Yeah, you don't let the convict out of jail before he's served his time.
I have served my 1,000 years. Or have I only served 127? I'm not sure. I might have actually been here 1,500 years. I was put here before the Revening, if that helps.
All work and no play make Baphomet a dull boy. So,
So you guys are going to take a few moments and write a contract?
Yeah.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to take a quick break and run up front. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back after the break.
so during that time, that's when, while you're running up front, we will. Well, I see a dragon
Alright.
egg.
We are back. Welcome back to Nycos D&D, Fellstone Chronicles. We are here with
Glim!
and
Xavier.
and they are in the process of deciding how, if they are going to at all, write a contract or create a contract between themselves and Baphomet, devil of the beasts, devil lord of beasts, to bind him to their will as they release him. Here we go, rock and roll. Baphomet bangs on the gate once more.
Hey guys!
Release me!
Calm down.
We will release you under some stipulations.
I'm listening.
There's some things we want and there's some things you want. Let us lay out our plan. And should you accept, all parties will be very happy at the end.
Continue.
Okay? First, we will not be your heralds right off the bat. Right off the starting. That will come later should certain things arise.
Okay.
You are to grant us an item that contains the majority of your power.
Can't do it.
Why not?
I have no way to manifest my power other than within my being.
You don't have a way to push it into
imbue items? No.
So, the question then becomes, what's...
Okay. So, that does change a few things, because...
Well, you also ask for a majority of his power.
Oh, just 51%.
a small fraction.
A sizable portion.
So we're actually bickering about percentages?
Yes.
Because what I heard was demand for the majority of my power to be conveyed to you.
Oh, I wanted it in an object.
That was his wording. We
We want it sealed into an item that can hold it. Such as a piece of horn or a ring.
But that bauble you were just playing with a few moments ago?
Unfortunately, that bauble's already occupied with mystical auras. Or do you want this bauble? And I pull out the weird little rock with the runes that the elf had.
He goes, give that to me.
What is?
Orb of Vol, hello? Orb of Vol.
I'm not familiar.
okay.
History check or Arcana check to...
Yeah.
17.
Legend has it that Vol of the 9 Veils, Grey, sacrificed herself to save the world at the last instant and broke the ring of the items that closed out the last iteration. And this object, this sacrifice of hers created the Orbs of Vol, which grant the person eternal existence but eternal death. Hence the little boy, his body reconstituted after you took it back, and now he'll decay as normal.
Well, such a strong artifact, perhaps you can imbue your powers into this.
No, I want that.
Well, that's where part of this fun comes from. We're gonna work out the little details.
Keep going.
Yes. The reason why we want the power is so that we also know that you will live up to your end of the bargains.
But you don't even know what my powers are.
Oh, it's not about wanting to use your powers.
Then I'm confused. Potential is not the same thing as power.
We'll get to these details in a minute. We also don't want you running amok immediately as you are released.
Amok? I am a creature of law. I am here to right the wrongs of the world. I am here to undo the damage that has been done. I am here to reset the wheel.
And good for you. But, should you give us the power, you will get it back so long as one thing has been met. Free, of course. Part of the deal upon your release is you will not be on a blood rampage, no killing.
I have no intent to kill, so this will be easy.
Yes, of course. You will receive all of your powers back once the last Nasa other has been slain.
But you said I can't kill them.
Correct.
Let me get this straight. When the last of the Nasa are killed, then I will retain all of my power alone.
You will regain all of your powers, correct.
Until then, I've got to bind my power to items that you will carry, but don't intend to use.
We might use them if we absolutely need to.
Hang on a second. That violates the rule.
Okay.
What rule?
The counter stipulation is if I give you items that contain my power, you can't use them. And if you use them, you violate the agreement, and all bets are off at that point.
I think that's fair. At the moment, we just want him under check.
Xavier will scrape his nose. Then what would be the...
Well, so long as his powers are contained, we don't necessarily need to use his powers for anything.
But if we do, if something arises where we do, then we're back at square one.
Well, no, all you do is you grant me all my powers back at that instant, instead of having to wait.
So long as the deal with the Nasa others is also still in place.
No, that's what I'm telling you. If you violate by utilizing my power in any way, you grant me back my powers from that instant forward.
Yeah.
And...
Glenn, he's not going to go for that.
You will also get them back so long as the last Nasa other is also
That's the long version. The short version is that you guys will get into a bad situation and you'll lean upon the power of Baphomet, and then I will regain my power and you will become my vassals.
Yes.
At that instant, you agree to that.
Yes.
In meta, it will take those characters out of existence, just so you know.
Perfectly. I understand.
Why would you ever make this deal?
Xavier, that's why he's going to...
You keep tugging on his sleeve going, hey, wait a minute.
This is Glenn. Of course you don't know what you're...
He doesn't care, because even in that state, he's still going to be Orange Veil. Even as he goes skipping down the road to his demise, it won't matter to him.
Plus, a severely weakened demon is still a severely weakened demon. Because in that time, he could still be slain and have all these other issues arise.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't go on the killing rampage, so he can't slay the Nasa others. And it's so long as even one still lives, he doesn't get his abilities.
Which means you're actually consigning all of humanity to death.
Or consigning... Well, depends on the perspective.
No, it actually helps... From a meta standpoint, it helps me resolve the end of the 8th iteration. We know what will end it.
Okay.
Is your brain hurting again?
Xavier is still confused because he's realizing what Glenn is trying to do and thinking, wait a minute, no, this is terrible.
So you're going to grab him and drag him away? You are bigger than he is.
Wait, I also still have the boots on.
I know.
Yeah?
So, yeah, grapple kick.
I don't even resist.
You grab him.
Yeah.
Up we go, cause
The creature bashes on the barrier and says, "You promised! Release me! Release me!" As you move farther up.
I'm sorry. You were writing us. It seemed like you were writing like. Xavier is basically gonna grumble and primal. Well, actually,
Contracts are a long, drawn-out bureaucratic process. There is never a first draft that's accepted. There's so much litigation and everything that some contracts take months of preparation.
yeah.
And so the only thing is we can still tie him up for a while, just figuring out what are the deals and the stipulations and the loopholes and everything. Right now, the question is, do we want to be the ones who let him out with our conditions, or do we want someone else to potentially let him out? And if it's under our conditions, what are the conditions? Do we want him to be severely weakened? Do we want him to be bound into a particular form that he can't escape? Do we want to make it to where he doesn't even have his powers until such a time as the last of a particular race or beings is gone, and then he gets it all back? So the question is, this is you, Scott, and Xavier. What do you want to do?
The thing is, Xavier would need more information. That's the thing. He would want to know that this is in fact the one who is coming. But
You're wanting proof of a matter of faith. Welcome to Christianity and this world, and welcome to Nycos and every faith.
You want supreme proof that this guy is Tongue Eater. What is the thing that will prove he is Tongue Eater, or will disprove he is not Tongue Eater?
That's the thing. It's another physical outcome. It's another physical thing. There is no way.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. There's no way to prove to you.
But you as Xavier are also an intellectual.
And he knows, like, Xavier is literally saying, the point was, what is the point of having those items, these items of power,
if you can't use them?
If we can't
Except that, think of it this way. Sauron's ring. Sauron had no physical power until he forged the ring.
Yes.
And once he forged the ring, the only power it had was oversight over the other rings. It wasn't until he corrupted the hearts of men and drove them under his power that he had anything.
So
he's suggesting Baphomet be forced into a ring of power situation.
So he is powerless until he gets them back. And the thing is, there's no rule saying we have to keep the stupid thing. Because the other part of the thing is, it's also the wording. He gets it back if we use it.
So we
could bury it. We can make a new god temple devoted to sealing
to Cody.
Yeah, give it to Cody. Give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
We don't need. So he's basically got it. He has only one way to get his powers back, and that's literally to orchestrate the death of all Nasa others,
which is all humans.
Yeah.
And so that means. So that's the other thing that also comes into. Once that word gets out, it becomes the question of, do we want to kill the invaders and potentially have a demon come out and kill everyone else? Or do we want to integrate them?
Yes. So...
And when they're integrated...
It's harder for him to kill.
Exactly. So it also forces another hand position. Which is, you can't be black and white with, they must die, they must live.
Okay. So, but we've already, left because Xavier...
No, he's still down there railing, so you can go back and have more negotiation.
We just got out of the heat at this point. And
this is a negotiation tactic to withdraw from the negotiation.
to force somebody who wants to. Because here's the other thing: he really wants to get out.
Yes,
We're the only ones who even remotely have a chance of getting him
No.
out. So we could keep piling on the demands until we finally get something that's gonna stick.
So what? We go back.
Well, let's get
Yeah.
this all sorted out.
Yeah.
What does you, as a player / Xavier, want in this scenario? I want him sealed to the point where another demon could just take him out in a power play.
Xavier wants to make sure that
Well, you're talking to him, so just talk to him as you are. Don't have to say Xavier says.
I want to make sure that the section are well cared for, and honestly, I don't think this guy is going to do it.
He is lawful.
Yes, he is awful.
And keep in mind, are they really in a good position right now as it is?
No, they're not. I'm wanting to make their position better.
Well, and here's another argument. Here's one argument that I always pose to a lot of people when it comes to the faith argument. If Jesus came down today and started proclaiming himself as Jesus, would anyone even believe him?
There's a really cool Netflix movie called Messiah, a series you should see called Messiah.
So the question is, even because he's going to be coming in. He proclaims himself as Tongue Eater.
So
guess what? What does Tongue Eater have to do to prove that he's Tongue Eater? It's the same thing of proving this guy to you that he's Tongue Eater. How?
So you're saying the section may not believe him,
There's a strong chance.
But they seem to be buying into this tongue eater stuff right now. I've talked to a couple people. Of course, those were tongue eaters, priests. I want to make sure that he.
Do you want to see if we can force him to assume another form until his powers are returned as well? He's only allowed to walk the land as a human?
Or is it a baboon?
Well, I don't think a baboon would be too...
Section. No, as a section.
Yeah,
as a pumpkin.
Yeah,
You're drawing.
That's what I'm saying. As a section pumpkin.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly back up and kind of
Fly back down.
Well,
You're descending to where...
before we're dashing all over the back and forth, front to the back of the ship, front to the back, front to the back, let's get
the
what we
rest
want. Remember, if there are 5 artifacts we need to make sure we're at least covering the basics on how we're going to get them, not just one.
Yeah.
So one point is you want him to take a specific form.
Yes.
We
As
want
a
him-
mortal.
yes.
As a living being.
Yes. His powers are sealed into an artifact or multiple artifacts that we carry. And so long as we don't use them, he does not get them back automatically. So long as the last Nasa other is still alive,
He doesn't get his power.
he does not get his powers back automatically. And we don't become enslaved to him.
Yes.
Because the other thing is, I'm completely under the assumption that down there where he is where we need to put the stupid Fellstone. And it's really hard to walk around a damn demon at full power.
Yes, I am too. I am on the same wavelength with you there.
So it's just eventually we're going to come back here, and do we want to come back and he's already gone by somebody else's hand?
No. So
Gotta look to the future a little bit.
we want him to.
We want him to assume a form. Hell, might as well make him your twin.
Well, he'll have some levity, and he'll have to have some levity. He'll counter with some freedoms in that. So,
and when he counters, he counters. Again, this is the powwow before we go back in there and knock him down.
Right. I'm just clarifying that.
Yeah.
I'm sort of already.
Orbiting.
Yeah, I already know that he's going to agree to some of this. I just am clarifying that there's some parts that he'll be adamant about. So okay, that part works. As far as items, maybe masks representing the different sect-gen races
for his vessels.
His power. Make it so it's not the two of you, but it's X number of items, so that he can't get them all at once. Even if he gets to them, he has to have all of them so he can trigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 is too easy.
So,
It's only has to step out of here and go, no, I renege, and then wipe you out.
how many, but that begs the question. History check to know how many, or would I already know how many?
Well, no, I would go with the thing to go with here is the simplicity of it. You know that there are 7 Fellstones. Why not make it 7 masks?
Yeah.
Or 12. One for each color. And 12 different sections. So one for each veil.
That may be too many.
Well, this also means that each of the veils will also take more of an interest in it.
That's true.
And
Especially if you associate them with the veil colors.
Exactly. So we could have the yellow monkey. We could have the white bird or whatever. I don't know. Just 12 different sec-gen masks, and each one of them related to a veil color.
Okay.
And they are spread out.
Okay.
And because it's in 12, that means even if
You said it wrong. Clearly, it's got to be the white rabbit.
Okay, there we go.
White rabbit,
The green tortoise.
Red herring.
Okay, so that one we're going to have to mass produce red herring masks.
black,
Panther.
yeah, Black Panther.
Rainbow veil peacock.
So there'll be 12 masks.
Each one of them, and that's what he'll have his power distributed through.
And you can make it so that they have to be magically randomly placed so that you guys,
Yeah.
none of you know how to get to them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you want to go back and try and...
Well, that's how we're going to seal his power.
Yeah.
So now,
That protects you from now, for the now. Because
Yes.
he can't immediately step out and blast you if he does. If he has to have all 12, he can't.
exactly.
You're going to need to come up with what you're going to leave him as manifestation. If he's only taking animal form, he'll be rife to do that because of the fact that it's going to take more than a lifetime to get to it. So maybe exceeding long life is what you leave him, or something like that.
Oh, the one skill, the one trait or ability he still has.
Something of his demonic nature he has to be able to maintain.
So...
You don't want it to be the gate because he'll
Yeah.
just teleport someplace else and
Yeah.
then have other people go find the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. So, do we want to give him just exceedingly long life like an elf?
Make it like a Bilbo in reverse. When he doesn't have it, he's immortal.
Yeah.
So he can walk. So that way it's also sort of a torment. He's still sort of in prison because he can't die until...
He gets it all back and everything.
And he can't be killed until he has them all back.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the so
incremental
we've got
power from the masks when he gathers them?
Yes.
No.
Why
All
not?
or nothing.
I don't...
Because what if one of the masks has gate hidden in it?
How about... Seven of the 12.
To get back 70% of your powers?
To get back 50%.
To get back 50?
Yeah.
How much of your power do you need for your gates?
I'll even preclude gates because I've lived on. I've been on Nycos for more than 2 iterations. So staying here is fine. This is my realm anyway.
So you give up the ability of gates.
Until I'm at full power.
That's a deal.
That's fair.
Okay. So yes.
You better be writing this down, Slick. This is a contract.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 masks.
This is yet another artifact we'll create and give people an opportunity to pick up through the
Yep.
Patreon and get a copy of
You can. Oh, you want us to actually draw up the full contract at the end?
Yep. And we'll get. Yep. By Baphomet, King of Beasts.
Okay, so he's giving up a lot and whatnot for his freedom. So now it's also time to see what else we get.
No, you've made him give up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're giving him his freedom,
Mm-hmm.
getting him out of the imprisonment,
Yep.
the potential to get all of his stuff back.
Yep.
You can throw in what you believe you deserve as well.
Mm-hmm.
but he'll also have some contingencies about what happens to you when he gets them.
Well, that's how these things work. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
So...
So the question is, what do we want now? Is there anyone in the chat that could chime in?
We have a viewer. I'm not sure who that is, but you're more than welcome to give us a chat in of what you think would be a viable request when releasing a daemon who has been held for 4,000 plus years. To give, when you're giving him back his freedom, what do you think you should get from it? So, yeah, it looks like we've had at least one viewer. Might have two. Might have one on YouTube as well.
Okay. Alright, so, is there something that Xavier wants? Any great dark secrets? Any abilities or...
I'm trying to...
Any hole of knowledge that maybe he has that he could fulfill for you?
Yeah.
Dang it, I already took my argument. I was going to use this to get some type of spell casting, but... I mean,
Do you want spellcasting?
Well, the thing is, what I really want, what I want as a player,
Yeah.
was to become a herald immediately, but I want to be able to act on that in the now, basically. I want to make sure, that the sections follow, are more of a more peaceful path towards integration.
That sounds like you're asking for a wish. To try to change everybody's minds. That's a huge wish.
Yeah, that's too much. So what?
So, he's able to imbue his essence into these items. Are they considered magical?
They will be.
So, he technically has the ability to create magic items.
No, you're binding his power to items, which makes them magical de facto.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's not the same thing.
Okay. No, I was just going to say the only thing that I would even want would be tools that could make magical items of magical nature.
You could ask for you could use a wish to wish for the ancient knowledge of how to make items.
I wouldn't mind that. That'd be a wonderful gift.
And there's a wish for you.
Yep, there we go. So the knowledge needed to
you
craft.
both want wishes, so
Well,
that's what it sounds like. That's two
unfortunate. So was that the wish you wanted, or did you want something else?
I actually... okay, this is the thing. I've never used Wish. I've never gotten to this point. So Wish to me...
It's not you creating it, so you don't have to worry about the casting of the spell. All you're going to do is word the wish, and then I will grant it to you, utilizing what verbal gymnastics I can to suit my purposes.
Okay, so...
But I've got to be careful, because I can't break the agreement you guys have made with that wish.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't undo the things you're asking for.
So, how does this sound to you? I wish for the ancient knowledge needed to create magical items myself.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a gymnastic thing that's going to break the back?
Okay.
If you think that there's a hole in it, go for it. Well, again, two smart characters.
Okay, I can see where the knowledge would basically just make you... Yeah,
I'm already insane.
I'm worried that the knowledge is gonna be too much and make us vegetables, or... melt our minds.
Somebody's known it in the past, so no, that won't be a problem.
Okay.
So does
Because
that-
you're asking for knowledge that already exists. Both of your requests are not outside the bounds of what actually already exists.
Okay, so
So all I'm asking is for the knowledge to be able to create it on my own. Hopefully not needing some special tool or something, but...
oh, you probably will, but
I don't know. I just want to be able to make them on my own.
actually, I am gonna ask for something similar, but I want to have the knowledge to make basically a greater understanding of alchemy. I want to be able to make, like I said, I'm going with the original idea for this character, making like knockout gases.
That's not what you were asking about. You were asking about the ability to manipulate the will of the sec-gen.
He's saying that he kind of wants to go to different...
Now you're switching
No,
up?
I'm not gonna switch it up. Xavier does want to manipulate the will of the second to a less,
They no longer believe in Tongue Eater.
No, because he's wanting to create Tongue Eater, fundamentally.
Okay.
He wants to create it in his own image. That's why he wants to be his herald in the future.
yes. So, I'm trying to figure out how to word that because,
Well, that's why John is such a nice DM. He works with you on stuff, so there's not complete and total regret.
Just abject tyranny instead.
He's such a nice DM, don't you know?
I want to be the embodiment of Tongue Eater and lead the section into a new age.
Is that what you want? You better talk to him. And I'm not saying, not from a character, not from a glim, I don't care attitude.
As
you
a
need
player.
to talk to him as a player. Because think about
That
what he
has
just
the
said.
strong potential to break you.
Okay.
Because if I accept that, everything he says about you having no power, about me having no power, I take you over.
Okay.
So essentially you become bricked because he possesses your body.
And you're not playing the character anymore. I am.
How can I?
Because I become you are the embodiment, but your embodiment is me.
Okay. Is you. So that confirms that this guy is in fact. Oh. Okay.
No, it doesn't. It makes him.
It's the self-fulfilling prophecy argument.
Yeah.
You have a mental picture of what you think Tongue Eater is. The longer you talk, the more you let this guy know, the more you're feeding into him what you think it is. And he's buying into that, going, that's a cool cover. We're going to use your story. Remember, that's one of my curses, is that when you come up with a really good story, if it's better than mine, I appropriate it.
Okay.
So the more you're on this Tongue Eater binge, the more you're just giving to him. So this is why
think about it. Everyone's told you this before.
Yeah.
If you give me anything in a story, I'm going to amplify that and feed it right back to you, because that's what you're here for, is to be the story creators as well.
You have to be absolutely wholesome for John to not twist it.
Yes.
And even then, there's still a little bit of the weird fanged fairies.
Weird fanged fairies. Or the example of Good King Ash. The only way he was able to regain his power was to turn his power over to the ponies, which meant he put humanity into 4,000 years of lack of access to sorcery.
So.
Now, it was a great thing that he did. It saved the world, but in the process, he wiped out all of that knowledge.
Yeah, this is so.
So let's just start with a small thing.
Yeah.
Because John does advocate that you as a player and you as a character pretty much know virtually the same things. There's only a few black spots that your character doesn't know that you as a player knows. It's typically anything your character naturally could not know. What do you envision for Xavier at any point in the future? If you want him to do the alchemy route and everything, I'm going to be making magic items eventually. We're going to be able to figure this angle out. But what do you envision for Xavier in his lonesome?
Okay, that's the thing. I was feeding him.
you said you wanted to go with the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the quick. I'll just say what I think where you were headed.
Yeah.
He sees Xavier as trying to save the SecGen from the evils of the tongue eater that he as a player knows.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Just a little warning, we're closing at 10 tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. You guys
That's-
have 45 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. Just wanted to know. Thanks.
Yes, and that's where I am.
And so you as a character want to be responsible for the message.
Yes.
Okay, so asking to be my seer or my spokesman is perfectly fine. It seems a little weird because you know that I'm a devil, that Baphomet is going to eventually corrupt them.
Yeah.
But you are you are a Sauron. I'm sorry, you're a Saruman. You think you can hold the line with a pure enough heart to keep me from destroying SecGen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's where
you were headed.
yes.
Okay. That part I did not get, but hey, that's why there's the DM translator device.
Right. But it's just that he and I talked about the character before his character development, so
Yeah. I did not talk
he
too much about
he
it.
knows
So.
he knows that from a meta standpoint that what I've got planned for the SecGen is a horrible thing, and he's trying to circumvent that. The fact that you're breaking Baphomet's power across these items and spreading the cost of the world
Does in a sense do that.
well, that's part of it, but it also amplifies the accessibility of
The power itself.
the power of Tongue Eater across the planet faster, which means he needs to get it out in front of it, hence he needs to be spokesperson.
Yes, that
Which was going to drive you from a story standpoint, and this is in meta, but this is going to drive you in story standpoint to the fore of the group as well, because although they've still got to plant the Fellstones, now you've got to get to the SecGen and start preaching the message.
but that in okay.
Because you'll have the description of the masks.
Yeah. I'm okay, as a player I'm still trying to figure out what the message is yet, so that's where I'm getting.
Well, the message should be we have the power of men already. We are men's equal. Are we not men? That really is the message. We don't have to be something else. We are men.
And Baphomet, I can't even say his name. Baphomet is trying to get us back to
You
that.
never want to mention his name again.
Yeah.
You are now preaching the message of the new
Tongue eater.
tongue eater. He who is to come.
Yes.
The one that will rescue us once we've assembled all of the masks.
Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna.
You haven't thought all that way through. That you're gonna have to build over time.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying that's what your wish is for. Your wish is for the ability to be his one and only recognized spokesperson.
yes.
So it also means that the legend goes as far as you want it to, for a degree. I'm trying to just remember all the colors.
But we can work that together between us before the end of this, before the end of before the beginning of the next session.
Yep.
All right. So, are we ready to make this deal then? Let's restate the stipulations together in agreement.
Yep.
First off is that I'm going to be taking on a mortal form of a pongid nature. I prefer what is the one with the mandrill or baboon?
Okay.
Mandrill, the one that has the blue stripes.
Mm-hmm.
The really scary one. I want to be an imposing figure. I will have life so long as the masks exist.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this other form. I will regain this form and my power when I have assembled all 12 masks.
Correct.
Or when I have succeeded in eliminating all of the Nasa other.
I never said you had to eliminate them.
Oh, even better. They have to be destroyed.
Yes.
Every one of them.
Every one of Nasa other, yes.
Okay. So we're still in accord. These masks are going to be associated with colors, including all of the spectrum, including this new heretical rainbow veil.
Oh, so 13th color.
That's 12.
That's 12? I thought we were... Is there 10?
There's only 10 colors.
White, black.
Okay, so yeah. So that's the prismatic and the rainbow.
No. White, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. That's the first 8.
Mm-hmm.
White, black, and gray.
Okay, and then...
That makes it 10. The rainbow makes it 11. So 11 masks.
Yeah, 11's a pretty intimidating number.
11's less than 12 and more than 7.
Yep.
Is that acceptable?
Yes.
These masks are going to be then also associated with sect gen species in as much as possible.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay?
They will also be spread out.
And there we're going to disseminate them equally and randomly by magical means as part of this releasing magic.
Yep.
All of my power will be imbued across all of them, but I will not regain any of my personal power until I have aligned 7 of them.
Correct. 50%.
7. More than 50%. I will gain 50%. I see. Yes, I will regain exactly half of my abilities and powers at the point when I have collected 7 out of the 11.
Correct.
Yes.
You will be my spokesman. Heretofore, forever, my one and only recognized spokesperson.
Yes.
For clarification, I am able to build a priesthood in and of myself, but even they must answer to you? Or are they independent of you? Think of from a moral standpoint, the Judaistic priesthood compared to the followers of Jesus.
He can build the priesthood, but do you want them basically reporting directly to you still?
That would be...
You want them hunting you down wherever you are.
No.
That's really what it would mean.
Yeah.
Because mob rule will happen when we get to that state. I'm just trying to protect you as long as possible. As spokesperson, you're able to say what you want, but the priesthood I built will be my own.
Fair enough.
Okay. Finally, you're wishing for the knowledge of how to make magic items.
The knowledge to be able to create them myself.
Yes. Is that agreed?
Is that agreeable to you?
It's his... Yes. That is his wish. I am...
All right. Here's the quick and dirty of the manifestation. There'll be a flash of light and the gate will go down because you're agreeing to this, and so your will is all it's going to take to break down the gate. The downside to that is that the instantaneous effects will basically blind and knock out all 3 of us, and it will separate us by some distance. I don't know how far it'll be, but you will remain together, but you will be separated from me to make it fair enough that I don't kill you in your sleep and you don't kill me in mine.
Agreeable.
But granted, you can't kill me because of the agreement, but I can't kill you. The next thing that will happen is that at that instant of awakening, you will have the knowledge you are seeking, and you will, at that moment, de facto be my spokesperson. Realize that those people who are already my followers at this point throughout the world know of you. They will see you as the spokesman for he who is coming. I don't get the priesthood I develop
Has to
will
be
not
built
gain
from
their
here on.
They have to start now, and they will only grow from my personal charisma and my own personal abilities.
Okay.
And since that's based on my mandrill form, not on this form, I'll have to level up like you have to level up, so to speak. So we will be on parity, and you'll have a bit of a head start.
Level 3. Level 1.
Oh,
I'm playing a level 1 god.
No, not
a demon.
I'm a level 1 mortal who is immortal. So I'm a level 1 immortal. Okay, and then the final piece of this is that
I do insist that you do need to eat.
no, because even if I don't eat, I won't die. That's greater torture. Remember, I'm agreeing to all of that as part of my imprisonment.
Yes.
That I'm still technically in prison because I'm supposed to be fully in prison for the 1,000 years or whatever. So that really hasn't happened chronologically yet, and so that part will fall off. I won't have to eat anymore after that part falls off.
Oh, no, it's not about need or anything. I just insist that you be able to eat and enjoy at least the taste of food.
Oh, I can.
And have a hunger for many delicacies.
I think that's a bit. I know where you're going, but we have to hold off on that.
It's glimpse.
If you gather the 7 masks before I do, I'll grant you.
Just joking.
All right? Are we in agreement?
Seems to be we have an accord.
Because, darn it, I never liked Hondas very much, and he snaps his fingers.
What?
Hondas. He said we're in an accord.
I get it.
Anyway, you guys wake up on the same landing. He's nowhere to be seen. You know, in order to create magic items, you must have all the 4 pieces. I can't give you anything intrinsically natural to an individual being because that's not how magic works here. Mm-hmm. You have to have a collector, an inducer, a transmuter, and a filter.
Collector, transmuter,
Inducer goes in between those 2.
inducer, transmuter, and
Filter.
Okay, how does this affect Oh, did I just mess everything up? I think I messed.
Okay, from one perspective, the Orange Veil and the Yellow Veil did everything they wanted to do, so it's not messed up. From another perspective, Orange Veil and Yellow Veil did things. What happened?
I don't know why you think of it as being messed up.
Well, what?
You
Okay.
just gave the unnamed and unidentified new tongue eater a form.
We identified him.
You bound him into a devil form instead of the possible demonic form he might have been in otherwise.
Yes.
And you created a possible animosity between the demon version of Tongue Eater and the devil form of Tongue Eater, should they ever find out about each other, which feeds directly into the blood war that's going on outside of Nycos, giving Nycos its own flavor for the blood war. Thank you very much.
Okay.
As well as 12 wonderful little artifacts.
12 new artifacts. They're not magic items. There are 12 artifacts now, all manifesting demonic or devilish power to the followers who wear them. Mm-hmm. And you also fundamentally allowed for an indirect broadcast to all of his current priesthood to go looking for the masks. And you, as their spokesman, they're going to be trying to bring the masks to you. So I don't see how that could possibly be a problem at all.
So congratulations.
No, what I was actually referring to as a plan was the prophecy of...
Although we have it on camera now, he did forget one extra stipulation. He forgot the stipulation that we can't use the power.
No, I embraced that. I want you to go get the masks. Because when you collect 7 of them, it's easier for me to come and get them from you.
True.
Because I'm immortal. And you're not.
True. Until we get 100%, then we have cans of worms.
No, I'm referring to the resetting the clock. Did I just break that whole...
Also, is it now hot still down here, or is it
Oh, it's still warm. We'll get into more of that next week.
Okay.
But we're out of fundamentally out
Yeah,
of time.
it's 9:30.
So we definitely want to. We will set up for you guys to actually. The indicator will indicate that yes, you are at the place where it needs to be buried. Because think of it this way: where a great evil has happened is where you had to place them before.
Yep.
So
there we go.
I don't.
You can consider.
thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we appreciate your participation.
I'm sitting here like, did I get the big guy from my dad?
We hope to see you again next time. Everybody wave goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And God Comics is watching us again tonight. Yay!